Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Yeah, I've heard all this talk about Jed Wills and how he's not anything more than average. Have they thought about looking at Isaiah Wynn, who has failed with the Patriots? They want to make him a right tackle when he's a left tackle, and Jed was a right tackle who we're trying to make as a left tackle. Now, I think Isaiah could be brought in while he's still got Mr. Callahan there, and maybe something could come of it. What do you think? Thank you. Bye.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Tim, he makes $10-something million. Win. By and large, you need to get somebody who you're comfortable with is going to do the job. I don't think they're ready to give up on Jed Wills yet, but look, he's on the clock now. I think you got to stop seeing some of the. He's got to finish plays, I guess, is the way they are putting it.
Yeah, and I know, obviously, that the fact that we still don't really know what kind of player Jedrick Wills is 3 years into his NFL career is a little concerning, because at some point you got to start to get an idea of what kind of player is he going to be. Is he a guy who can make a Pro Bowl, or is he going to be a guy who's just an average guy? Maybe a stopgap offensive tackle in the future. Those are the things you got to figure out with Jed Wills, and I think this year's going to be so important for him to really show show that consistency, show that, he's not that guy who can make one great block and then the other next couple of plays just kind of look average or whatever. But, in regards to Isaiah Wynn, I think if you're going to make a move at offensive tackle, you have to know it's a clear upgrade from what you have. And I don't know if that's necessarily a clear upgrade. I mean, the fact that, New England tried to move around a little bit is a little concerning. But even when you look at his PFF numbers, as far as the left tackle goes, 2020 he got a grade of 82.6, playing the vast majority of his snaps at left tackle. And then last season, or 2021, 74.9, playing all those left tackle snaps. So he's got ability, no question about it. But, considering, again, talking about all the cap-tied money you have in so many different places, trying to have all these different offensive linemen who are making double-digit $1 million a year doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And, if you're going to look for these alternatives to try and replenish the offensive line depth to get future starters, why not just draft those guys and let them kind of percolate and develop behind the scenes for a year or two and, slowly bring them in and move on from those veterans over time when you have a cap crunch?